Q&A. Incoming.
G&T. Incoming.
Yes, he's sicko. Says rocking up with the drinks, no biggie.
I don't like doing this, so I figure I'll just drink all the G&T.
Just get smashed. I feel bad going into this clip because the previous clip's going to be me, that sick Lilo intro.
Should we just do
now
that?
It's just us sat on the chair.
We should get a drone to do the Q&A.
Q&A from the drone. With the worst audio, featuring the worst audio of all time. Can you not put... Just a heads up, but this table is wobbly and Says is resting a drink on it, so if the whole video is just like that,
do the Q&A, Says.
Blame Says.
Don't put your drinks there, Says. Don't sit like that.
Okay, right, Q&A is happening now. This is an Instagram Q&A, right? So I put a post on my Instagram story like yesterday. If you missed that or you don't follow me on Instagram, I don't have.
Keep going, you can do it, I believe in you. And if you don't have Instagram, then
if you don't have Instagram, you can't do anything, mate. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then I don't know how many times I can tell you, but go and do it now. What I'll do, just to make it easy for you, I'll put a link to my Instagram at the top of the description, the very top link in the description.
They're going to be able to find
You'd be surprised, mate. Go to Instagram now, follow me now. It means you don't miss out on these kind of things. Plus, you get to see sick pictures of me in my pants. Plus, sick pictures of me and Luca doing cool stuff. Plus, sick pictures of me, Says and Luca doing cool stuff. Anything else? Plus stories. Plus abstract story updates that don't really add any value to your life. Yeah, so anyway, the Q&A is happening. It's going to be lots of fun. Am I right, Says?
You basically convinced me to do this by saying, if I do this, then I won't have to spend all day waving my camera around.
Yeah, that's the beauty of, I've said it before, right? Q&As. Anytime a YouTuber says, I'm doing a Q&A, you know, to give me a chance to interact with you guys, well, that's children level, but predominantly the reason is that it's just easy. Like, this is going to be a one-take wonder, 20 minutes, bang, rather than filming for a whole day and then like 5 hours of editing. You know what I'm saying?
On the downside, you've forced me to be in it.
Have I?
Because you're not so interesting on
Have I?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, drop it a like if you're not already, subscribe to my channel, and let's make it happen. Okay, we're in. This is happening. This is the thing. This is my phone as well, BGW, which is still cracked from Australia. Still haven't repaired it.
Can I read the questions?
No.
Give me something to do. You like doing a bit of this, so.
Because you will pick weird ones, mate. So the plan here is that we just go through random questions rather than sourcing questions and it being like forced. We're going to try and get questions that we haven't seen before, so it's a more authentic reaction. You with me?
Whatever.
You can tell. Says is bringing the enthusiasm. Question 1, Craig Fitness _92. Who's got better banter? Do I even need to answer that question, mate? I mean,
everyone knows it's me.
No, it's not. I'm the strongest. I think I'm bringing the strongest banter on YouTube. Find me, show me someone with better banter than me on YouTube, and I will, I don't know, give you like £14. Jonathan _Cantor. What are pet? I mean, you can't write Jonathan, but what are your pet peeves about each other? And no question mark. We shouldn't really answer that because it's not a question, but it is a question. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. You go first. Pet peeves. None.
The fact that you snore.
Do I though?
Yeah. And
do I?
Yeah. And you sniff all the time.
Can you prove that? Okay, I mean that's pretty overwhelming evidence. But what my
sniffing as well.
My comeback would be, is that me? Can you prove that it's me? Is it a video? No, that's an audio. That's a voice memo. I can just Google search for snoring noise and get that. That could be anyone. That could be you for all we know. You could have recorded yourself snoring. I could have done.
Basically, all the noises annoy me. So the sniffing, like you sniff all the time. If you notice in the videos, Matt, like that.
I do sniff quite a lot.
That's like a habit. And then the other thing you do is cough before you film anything, like that, and then you do it.
Okay, so that's partly. This is actually a thing, right? I'm pretty sure that if you film a clip.
No, you should have made that up.
No, this is true, mate. If you film a clip, right, and there's like background noise, it will pick that up, right? If you cough or you just make a noise, it kind of hones in on you, and then you then talk. That's a thing, mate. I used to be a sound man.
Like
I was the sound man on Jurassic Park 2. Harry Barder, what do you think Luca will think of all the intros when he's older?
He'd probably be like really cringe and embarrassed.
You think? I think it's hard, isn't it? That's a good question, to be fair, Harry. So I think like the only way I can formulate an opinion on this is to like I mean predominantly, or a lot of him is me, right? So he's gonna in theory have similar thought like patterns to me, right? So if it was me and my dad was a sicko on YouTube, I'd be like, that's awesome, and I wouldn't really care. I either wouldn't care or I'd be like, that's awesome.
I suppose he gets the plus side of the fact that you have a job where you can spend more time with him.
Yeah.
So then like
Exactly that. So like, even if I don't think it's, but even if it was like embarrassing or awkward, the pros are that we get to do, like, we have a cool life, we get to do cool stuff. I get to spend, like, if I was working in an office like Monday to Friday, I wouldn't see him very much, whereas I get to see him, like, you know, all the time. I get to spend way more time than probably the average dad does with their son. Plus there's now like loads of videos of him, just me and him hanging out doing cool stuff. So when he's older, he can just look at loads of videos of me and him doing cool stuff, having a good time. Like, that's cool, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Either that or he's just
But
gonna...
then, like, if he really he enjoys doing it, doesn't he? So if he really hated it, you would not do that anymore. Like, at some point, it's going to get to a day where he's like, no, I don't want to do this, and you can't, like, make him do it.
There's a terrifying, I think you guys are probably terrified, probably more terrified than I am about that prospect, but there will come a time, believe it or not, when Luca intros will no longer be a thing, because, like, if he doesn't want to do them, like, right now, he's happy to do it, like, he loves, like,
spending time with you, and
but just like copying. You'll be like, Luca, do this, or Luca, say this, and he's like well happy to do it because he likes making people laugh. You know, there may come a time when he's not so keen. I feel like the older he gets,
created a monster, and then he's like this obnoxious, like weirdo
Macaulay
kid
Culkin from Home Alone. Is he now? He's now a weirdo, isn't he? I think.
I don't know.
Maybe. I feel like most child actors end up being weird when they're older. Ethan Story 79. Does Sayers get embarrassed when filming you? Again, no question mark. Why are you not using question mark, guys? Jeez, my dad does that. Can you not do it, please? Do you get embarrassed when filming me?
Yeah, especially if it's in like somewhere really like loads of people around. And the other thing is if it takes like more than one take, that's more cringy.
Yeah.
If you just do it once, that's fine. But,
but that's awkward for me as well. If we're like doing, if
but you don't care.
If you're doing it, I do a bit. If you're filming in public and you like mess up a clip and you got to say it again with people there, that's pretty awkward. Yeah, we're kind of polar opposites in that respect. I don't really care. I don't really get embarrassed. I can happily like vlog in the busiest place.
You love that kind of feeling.
Yeah, like public, like I don't care. Whereas Sayers is like gets pretty cringy. She doesn't like public, like you're not a big fan of talking in public or doing stuff with an audience. Whereas I like friggin' thrive on that, you know.
Look at you. Sure.
_ Flick Sakos. Have you ever cheated or even thought about cheating?
No.
Jamo1801. Is Sayers your real name or is it short for Sarah? And should I start one of Matt's training programs? Address the first element there, because that's a very frequently asked question about Sayers' name, because like your name isn't Sayers, is it?
No, but it sounds weird if you call me Sarah.
Her name is Sarah, but everyone, all her pals call her Sayers. S-A, just for reference in the comments, S-A-I-R-S, like air that's in the sky. No, it's not. Pear is E-A-R.
No, like pears in
two
things.
Okay.
Should you
start one of Matt's? Should I start to this person? Should they start one of Matt's training programs?
Nah.
You mean nah? No. You should, mate. You should. Link at the top of the description. All my plans are sick. Go and get involved. Colton Moen. Who would last longer on a deserted island? Me.
Deserted or a desert island?
Deserted island. The same. The principle is that it's an island with nothing there, and you're just on it. Who's going to survive longer?
I've got more common sense. You would have.
Well, I mean, you can't even straighten your thing out, mate. So you're dying straight away with that. That would be a choking hazard. Dead. Day one, dead.
You would eat all the food instantly, and then wither away and die.
And then fill my glycogen stores and then survive for like 6 months.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. You'd be eating little bits at a time. In the meantime, the wild boar's gonna pile in, eat all your food.
It's deserted.
No, they're coming from the sea, mate.
Swimming.
They're what's the word? Amphibious. I'm pretty sure boars are amphibious.
Longer.
Why?
I'm good at shelter building and fire making.
Shelter building, mate.
I'd know what plants to eat and stuff. You'd poison yourself or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
or you try
the jury's out there.
You try and swim to
Wouldn't
shore.
try, man. I just would. That's true, actually. I wouldn't survive. I'd just swim to the next island and then be rescued. You'd be sitting on your island eating like coconuts and stuff for 6 years. Terry.Resusta. Resusta? Resusta.
Yeah.
So what is that? It's not a real name, is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. What? Terre. Terre. It's not a name. It's just a word. It's just a combination of letters. Anyway, does Sayers have a job? Again, up there with the name thing as one of the most frequently asked questions I get in reference to Sayers. Sayers, do you have a job? Hit me.
Yes. That's it.
Next question. Okay, so Sayers has been a teacher for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've sacked it off. Hung your whatever you wear up.
Lanyard.
Hung your lanyard up. You want to elaborate on that?
Well, we figured we got 2 years before Luca goes to school and has to be in school, and so that's 2 years we can go and do cool stuff because you can work from anywhere. You needed a manager. You're looking for a manager. I slot in that nicely and just
so basically
organise your life.
That's dubious. But basically, I'm at the point now with like social media, YouTube in particular, where I need help. Like it's overwhelming. There's a lot to do, right?
You need help.
No, I don't. I give help, mate. And I could go and employ someone in terms of like videography and like content and I don't know, admin and whatever and like loads of other stuff. But Says like already helps me loads of that stuff in terms of like I mean I imagine you guys don't realise, right, but in terms of like ideas and like coming up with like concepts, Says is like all over it. Like she gives me so many ideas in terms of videos and like the Luca intros and stuff. So and she helps with like videography obviously and like photos and stuff, and so I figured rather than pay someone and try and find the right person and then potentially have to train them up, why not just use Says, who's a sicko already. Plus it means, like Says, it means we get to like travel around and do cool stuff rather than being tied to one place at one time. You with me? Stu Bop 1. I hate the word or the sound bop. Anything that ends in OP, op, I want to like rip my ears off and eat them. Yeah, don't say that. That annoys me so much. Why does Says never look impressed on your videos? Says, why do you never look impressed?
Okay, probably because
you're a pessimist, natural pessimist.
No, because you don't impress me. Also, because it's probably like the 10th take of it, so maybe the first take I was a little more enthusiastic, but by the 10th take I've lost all enthusiasm. I just want to eat my food and my arms are aching from holding the camera.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. I mean that's not true, but if that was the case,
I
then that's
don't think people
understandable.
get like the humour, do they? Because they would say,
I think most.
why are you like mean? Why are you mean to me? But they don't get that that's like.
I think most people
funny.
do. I think most people do, but I think there are some people, people maybe they don't get that kind of humour, that we do actually like each other. It's just like a laugh, you know. Like Says will take the mick out of me. I will like I don't know, call her things, but that's like banter. Like we do actually like each other, you know.
Well, I hope so. You're kind of married to me.
Jamesy_boy_86. If Says could advise Matt on improving any body part, what would it be and why? Impossible.
Nostrils.
Yeah.
So you're not sniffing so much.
Yeah, but it's not actually. It's not nostrils, is it?
That's true.
No, it's not true, mate, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not your nostrils, is
No,
it? It'll come from like within your head somewhere.
Alright, whatever that body sinuses.
Well, tell me, I need to know. Sinuses.
Nostrils, sinuses. Stop sniffing.
Oh, wait there a minute.
Stop snoring, stop sniffing, and stop your weird grunting.
It says if you could advise me on improving body part. But can you? I want some advice. That's not. I need more than that.
Go see a doctor.
Logan_Rouge. On a warm summer evening, which speed setting would you set your fan at? Answer the question.
4.
Have some respect. 4. This fan goes up to 100, mate. It's a warm evening. You're putting it on 4. Are you mad? Are you mad? We're sweating out here. I'm literally melting because your fan's on so low. I'll put it on like 90 maybe. K Manaudis. Do you like pina coladas?
Yes.
Or getting caught in the rain?
Not into yoga.
Are you into yoga and have half a brain?
If you like making love at midnight.
Great song.
Julian_Rosback 23. How long have you and Sarah been together? Again, no question mark. That is a common theme.
Alright.
Why do we not use question marks?
Don't know.
I'm making it a thing. Next Q&A, if there's not a question mark, I'm binning your question off. So put a question mark in, mate. What's the question? How long have we been together?
Matching outfits.
Yeah, it's quite weird, isn't it?
You just went and put that on to be.
Yeah, but it's just I wanted a sick T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, well, how long have we been together? We got married in 2012, 7 years ago.
So we've been together since we were 22.
Yeah, so we've been together for
ages.
Yeah, a long time. 10 years. Been together for like 10 years. Been married for like 7 years.
But we knew each other when we were 14.
Yeah,
we've been friends since we were 14.
Yeah, we're in the same friend. You know how like at school you have like a group of guys and girls, unless you go to a single set school, you're like a nun.
Which we did. We went to a single set school. You were at a boys' school and I was at girls' school.
Okay, I'll just cut that bit out where I said that. Yeah, but we were in the same friendship group, and then went to uni, and then after uni, finally I accepted.
You got an upgrade.
Passes.
No, we like, yeah. No, you just kind of wanted to go out. You wanted to go out while we were at uni, and I said no. And then I remember you texted me and said that was a shame because you'd already got 2 leather jackets with our initials on that.
True story. No, I just finished uni and I was like, you know what, this girl's an absolute unit. Let's just crack on. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Delightful.
12 kids later, here we are. O'Connor. Definitely O'Connor. Does she enjoy it? Does she? Who says, mate? Does she enjoy it when you call her mate all the time? Because it's hilarious.
No, you do it to like...
So you enjoy it? You like it, don't you?
No, you do it because you're
call
like
everyone
showing
mate.
off.
Showing
You
off.
are. Like, he wouldn't do that. You don't do that in real life. You
Yes,
don't
I
do.
do.
That
I
in
use
real
the
life.
word mate
no,
all
you
the
don't.
time.
You wouldn't. Just when you're doing showy off YouTube videos, that's when you do it more.
It's absolutely mugging me off. I definitely use. I will call most people mate unless I genuinely dislike you. I will call
I'm like
most people
rolling
mate.
my eyes in the background because you.
Yeah, but that's like
just a thing that you.
I have to
like,
stop
you're in
myself
way
doing it
saying
because I guess some people
like
don't.
Sick. When you say sick all the time,
It's
and
just a
mate
great
all the time,
it's an adjective, isn't it?
Bro, that's like your.
Ivan.Newwood would you ever come to South Africa for vacation?
Yeah.
On the list, mate.
You would love.
On the list.
You would love to.
I'm not drinking my drink.
I'm gonna please. Come on, you don't want to really.
Yes, it's on the list. We're going to go there soon because, well, for a number of reasons, because it's sick.
It's
but
your
like,
life ambition.
yeah. So since I can remember.
Anyone own a shark out there?
Anyone own a shark?
Yeah, that would be good,
You
wouldn't
don't
it?
own sharks.
Okay, that would hook you up.
Who do you think you are?
You basically want to swim with great white sharks, don't you?
Yeah.
So
Since
if there are
I
any
can
shark owners
remember,
out
since
there-
being like, I don't know, 5, I've always wanted to swim with great white sharks. So it's definitely going to happen. We're going to go to maybe like Cape Town, which is a good spot for doing it. And we're going to, I say, are you going to get involved? Are you doing it? You going to
Yeah,
swim?
I'll do it.
I'm going to swim, mate. I'm going to ride a great white shark back to England. And it'll be the first great white kept in captivity, and I'll keep it for like 10 years until it become my friend. Then eventually I'm going to marry it and we're going to have shark boy
Too much.
children. Katie Rigby 11, nice normal name. Thank you, Katie. How different are your diets? When I met my BF, boyfriend I assume, shorthand, I put on a stone, eating as much as him. That is unfortunate, Katie.
You just eat 1.5 portions, don't you?
Yeah.
Like,
We've got a pretty sick
all
dynamic,
of yours,
to be honest.
and then half of what I want.
Yeah. So when we go out, I'll eat my meal, Sarah's will eat like some of hers, and I'll finish it off. So it's a pretty good team.
Yeah, but I would quite
dynamic.
like it if you like to share food.
I would quite like it if you would get. We're definitely not framed very well, mate. Look, get over here a bit. Okay, there we go.
I'd like it if you'd share. Like if I was with, if I went out with my sister for something to eat,
Yeah.
then maybe she'd get something, I'd get something. We'd eat half each. We'd try.
Your
a bit
sister
of
is a
both,
dweeb, mate.
and
Look at
then,
me.
like-
I'm an absolute monster. I don't. The whole concept of sharing is flawed because if I go out somewhere, right, I'm like, that looks nice. That's a good portion size. I'll order that. I've chosen that meal based on the size and the
Yeah, but sometimes
content
you
of the
choose
meal.
really badly, and then you're like super disappointed.
Very rarely. So if someone takes some of my food, then that's just
No, it's not
undermine my
taking, is
decision.
it? Because you
It's
get
taking.
to try something else as well.
Yeah, but then I don't know how much I've had. I don't know if that's the thing I want. Like, if I wanted that, I'd choose that as well.
Yeah, but. I think
We'll continue this
I think
discussion
it's
after the
nice
video, yeah?
But I quite like healthy food, and you like greasy.
Yeah, again, we're a good level there because if it was down to me, if I wasn't with Sarah, I'd probably get takeaway every single night.
Because you're lazy as well.
I'm lazy, I'm busy, and I like takeaway food. So that's a bad combination, right? Whereas Sarah would probably never get
I
it.
quite
So
enjoy like cooking a bit.
yeah,
Right.
Sarah likes making food. She likes eating healthy food, so we kind of level each other out. She stops me from getting rubbish food too much, and I stop her from being a weird hippie loser that never eats nice food.
I'd eat nicely.
Would you?
No.
Pizza, right? Would you order pizza?
Not every night.
Domino's 2 for Tuesdays?
No.
Don't think so. Cataline_cooks, is your husband as weird and annoying in real life too?
Yeah.
What do you mean too? Implying that I'm weird and annoying in any other
Yeah.
context?
You are quite weird.
Not annoying. Yeah, I put it out quite annoying
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Kes_Bradley, can Says physically lift you up / can we have a demo? Can you lift me up?
Yeah. Easy. Right. What are we doing here?
Lifting me up, mate. I'm waiting for it.
Okay. Climb on.
What do you mean climb on? You got to lift me up.
Okay. Ready?
Fall that chair. Do it again. That's a terrible fall.
Right. What do you like deadlift?
I'm not gonna. I don't want to assist you. This is you. You've got
No,
to do
but
it
you've
free.
got to like put your hands.
But a deadlift doesn't do that. Oh, hello.
Easy. That was not easy.
That's actually quite impressive.
Why? How much do you weigh?
180 kilograms.
There you go. Steadily do that.
Yeah, but it's not the weight, is it? It's the awkward nature of the
Yeah, especially as you
object.
stood there like a.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make it
Lol.
realistic. A bar doesn't help you, mate, does it? A bar's
Yeah,
just
but that
there.
wasn't the question.
Z-Sam, thoughts on Natty Verified? Or you've written Nat Verified, but I assume you mean Natty Verified. Says, thoughts?
So, is that Instagram thing?
Yes,
Like,
it's the Instagram page. Started by Gregor Gallagher, who is Kino Body. Big Kino Body fan?
no idea what you're talking about.
Rude. Yeah, it's obviously good. It's obviously a very, like, anyone that thinks
So
it's a bad
basically,
thing
it's
is
a-
probably on drugs.
Is it so? It's like a thing that will test you if, like, whenever.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work, but the plan is that
You can sign up and say, I'm happy to be tested whenever.
The theory is they're going to try and formulate some method of like finding people, testing people that shows whether they've been on drugs at some point in the past, right? So the idea is that
Well, that's
they're
gonna
going
be good, isn't it?
yeah, they're going to
Because,
wean
like-
out fake natties, right? Which is obviously a good thing. Like there's no
I find
downside to that.
I find it weird, like how adamant people are that you have taken drugs. Like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
It's quite weird, yeah.
That is like.
It is quite
like,
weird, but
they
that's
can't.
the nature of social media. Like I could pass 10 drug tests a day every day for my whole life, but there will still be people out there that will say you're on drugs, you're finding, you know, you're doing some
I
kind
would
of like
not
masking agent, and
be
you're
married to
finding a way
people with
around it.
drugs.
Oh,
Never.
that's all good because I was going to use this as a chance to. Ben_Maunder, check out on Gymshark cart using your link. Thanks, Ben. All 4 items had sold out. Awkward. What's your lowest low? I don't know, Ben, but that's pretty low.
quick enough,
Loading your
you know.
cart up and not getting them all, that sucks. But like, maybe you're too slow.
Yeah, no, there's a queuing system. He needs to wait in the queue.
Yeah, there is a good system. So I'm talking about the gym. In case you're unaware, right, there is right now, as we speak, there is an up to 70% sale off everything on the Gymshark website. So link in my
What's your favourite
description.
t-shirt?
Yeah, this actually is my favourite Gymshark t-shirt. Go and use the link. Like, if you want to get any gym stuff, now is definitely a good time because the stuff is very cheap and they never do sales. So get involved. Thanks for the opportunity for a plug there, Ben. Kira Mosley, 21. What does says bench, squat, and deadlift? That's another people well interested in your training, your
I literally
enormous
have no
training
idea.
background. Says has literally never been to the gym in her life. That's a thing, isn't it? It's actually a real thing. Believe it or not, Says has never been to the gym in her entire life. You have had periods where I've got you doing like bits, right? Like,
Yeah.
compound lifts and stuff. And the plan is to get back into that a bit, right? We're gonna start training a little bit and get her
I
in
don't mind.
sick shape and get a strong AF.
It's
but-
never really appealed for me. Yeah.
no, yeah, it says it would never just rock up at a gym and start training, but like it would be fun to get strong. And like you are strong, aren't you? Like naturally, she is
Well,
quite
I
strong
did a
naturally.
demo then, didn't I?
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. But you can do like multiple press ups, can't you?
I'm not
What are we
demoing
talking?
that.
Press ups?
20, 30,
30.
20.
Sarah can legit just bang out 20 press ups, so she is naturally very strong. So if we started training for those compound lifts, they'll be pretty good. I'm saying within 2 years, she's gonna be the strongest girl in the world. Final question, Yulazov 10. Question for Sarah. Awkward. How much do you actually care about Matt's physique?
Not really at all.
Not at all?
Does
What do you
that,
mean?
like, offend you? I don't know.
You probably would without realising, though.
Fine.
Like if I was 120 stone and I had no head.
That would be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You must
no.
a bit, though.
I don't know.
Like you don't want to sound superficial and be like, yeah, it's really important, but like it is to an extent, isn't it? Because otherwise, that's part of like there are probably more important
yeah, but
things, but like,
I don't know that. I literally can't answer that question.
well, you have to, mate. It's a Q&A.
No,
That's the A bit.
I don't know.
Give me the A. Give me an A right now.
Just don't really think about it. No offence.
You serious, mate? It's been training for like 10 years. It's all been a complete waste of time. Brilliant.
You know what?